I was instantly intrigued when I heard the story regarding this burial. Today we are in beautiful Vermont to pay our respects here at the final resting place of Charles Bronson and Jill Ireland. Today we are in beautiful West Windsor, Vermont in Brownsville Cemetery to pay our respects to Charles Bronson. I think sometime as time passes by, like it always does, we tend to forget, or perhaps accomplishments are lost through time. But when Charles Bronson reached the height of his popularity in the 1970s, he was the world's top box office attraction. Growing up, he came from a poor family and would even recall times in which he went hungry. As a matter of fact, his family was so poor that he once had to wear the clothes of his sister to school. He would be the first member of his family to graduate. Another fact about Charles Bronson that you may not know: he was a war hero. He enlisted in the Air Force, flew 25 missions in World War II, and received a Purple Heart. After the war, he moved to Hollywood and enrolled in acting classes. He would see early success, and even before he became a mainstream star, his acting resume was extensive. Not only that, he had a great degree of longevity. He had a very long career. He married actress Jill Ireland in 1968 and was married to her until her death in 1990. They had a loving relationship and maintained a very close family. This was the intriguing part to me, being a visitor of cemeteries and lover of history. When Jill passed, she was cremated and her ashes were placed in a cain. And when Charles Bronson passed away in 2003, it was buried with him. And that's what brings us here to Brownsville Cemetery today. I found this to be very, and I don't know if the word is romantic, I don't know if that's the right word at all, but very profound that this couple were actually buried together. And I know that normally the case is you have one person buried beside the other person, but in this case, they're actually, the remains are physically together, and I just think there's something profound about that. When we visited this cemetery, I knew that the grave of Charles Bronson was here. What I didn't realize was what a beautiful view was here. I just thought it was just a beautiful place to visit, the mountains in the background, and I knew that when I got there and I seen this, I'm like, I definitely want to make sure that my viewers are able to see this view, and I appreciate you all coming along with me. I really enjoy the interaction and bringing you all along, and we have had a lot of journeys that came from this New England road trip, and this is just another one of those journeys. But I had never really been to Vermont in this fashion, never been able to actually explore it, and it is a beautiful state. I am so glad that I was able to do that. I apologize for his stone. I know you couldn't read it too well. Apparently a rain shower had passed through, and it was really shiny, so it was really hard to get a camera angle that picked that up as good as I wanted it to. So, beautiful cemetery, Brownsville Cemetery. Never been here, not a real big place at all, but absolutely beautiful. So glad we were able to make the journey here. I would love to know if any of you all had heard this story before about her final remains being placed in that cane and then buried with Charles Bronson. Let me know if you've heard of that, whether or not you have. I would love to know that. Believe it or not, there is still more coming from this road trip. We were able to visit a lot of locations, a lot of places that I wanted to bring to you all. So please, I love hearing from you. Please leave me a comment. If you don't mind, leave me a thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, perhaps this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, please like, subscribe, and join us. We would love to have you. Another video of mine will be coming on the screen soon. It is my hopes that you watch it. Once again, from Brownsville Cemetery in West Windsor, Vermont, I will see you again soon.